Hi, my name is Keil. This is what I think is possible, but most of the world has lost hope for. Utopia, a concept for an ideal community cooperating and offering hope, but forsaken for corruption, pragmatism, bottom-line thinking, and a need to be realistic. But imagine a multitude of people subscribing to a cooperative community that participates in a wiki of food prices that serve the common good by enabling these participants to know what to buy where for the greatest money savings, as well as provide the cooperative with several buying strategies that are not available without a cooperative. Additionally, the cooperative becomes a source for education about frugal living, healthy meal planning, and the powerful benefits of planning based on group knowledge through cooperative sharing. The cooperative also provides a competitive method to encourage sharing by paying back 40% of its monthly proceeds to everyone who shares, with returns based on percentage of total sharing done by each person who shares. Imagine 108 million people in the top 17 United States metropolitan statistical areas living in places like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Dallas-Fort Worth, Philadelphia, Houston, Miami-Fort Lauderdale, Washington-Arlington, Atlanta, Boston, Detroit, Phoenix, San Francisco, Riverside, Seattle, Minneapolis, and San Diego, with 10% or more of them becoming a food price-sharing cooperative. Imagine the social influence and change for the common good. This is a cooperative of people experiencing and feeling their collective power in a very real, practical sense. Now I will show you how I would like to change the world. This is Paul. Paul is sad. He tries to save on groceries, but checking prices in all the stores takes too much time. One day he is shopping. His usual store does not have an item on his list that he is looking for. He decides to go to the store across the street. This store doesn't have the item either. As he looks around, he sees an item just like the one he is looking for. The item is a different size than the item he usually buys. The item is also at a lower price than the item he usually buys. Paul is curious. He decides to see if there are any other items similar to the ones on his shopping list. There are. There are all sorts of items similar to others. Some at higher prices, some at lower prices. Paul decides to see if there are other stores like this. They are too. Paul has a friend named Jerry. Jerry tries to save on prices too. It takes too much time for Jerry to check prices at all the stores. Paul and Jerry have an idea. They think that if they work together, they can check prices faster. This works. It still takes too long. Paul and Jerry notice that people are eating unhealthy foods. They think they do this because people think it's easier to buy food. Paul and Jerry notice that homemade food is less expensive than eating out. They begin to plan weekly meals ahead of time based on store prices. Paul and Jerry have another idea. Maybe if they can get all their friends to help, everyone will benefit. Most of their friends don't think it will work. They say it's too much trouble to go to every store that has the best price. They say they'd rather spend a few dollars more than spend a lot of time. They don't like to spend time planning ahead. Only one thinks it's a good idea. Her name is Erica. She's a computer programmer. She thinks she can write a program that keeps track of prices. The program sorts items, recipes, categories, stores, and prices. It works. Now they just have to find the prices at the stores. There are too many items at each store for 3 people to keep track of. The program only works if many people work together. Paul, Jerry, and Erica show the program to all their friends. The news starts to spread. Now everyone is using the program to save money and share prices. In conclusion, this is why I think this is possible. Social networking and user-contributed content has become a big deal on the internet. The proof is seen in the massive traffic activity found at places like MySpace, Facebook, YouTube, Flickr, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Wikipedia, to mention only a few such sites. Large-scale enterprise collaboration projects can be a risky proposition, but when rewards can be realized by individuals, then the project based on storing and sharing information minimizes the chance of failure. Collaboration projects succeed when advantages are provided to the users. To succeed, the food price-sharing cooperative community must be able to leverage and build upon the information shared by all members. This is Kyle, thanking you in advance for your consideration.